With the NewTek and the Sheffield partnership, it makes it so simple that it was a no-brainer for us to continue just an upward trend of metal. I'm Riley Hayes, owner of Riley Hayes Roofing and Construction from Little Rock, Arkansas. The metal roofing market in Little Rock is on an upward trend. A lot of houses are getting whole metal roofs, and there's so many accents: bay windows, front porches, back porches, little man cave sheds, she sheds. A lot of people around here are doing different variations, building metal in with their shingles or other types of roofing to make the house just stand out, be different. The projects that we typically work on range from full commercial all the way to a 1-inch snap lock on an entire house to doing a football stadium press box with your soffit panel. We primarily do commercial, residential, metal, TPO flat roofs, and shingle roofs. It's a pretty wide gamut that we run here, and that's kind of how I like it. It gives you an open opportunity anywhere you go. I got into metal roofing by accident. I saw the trends going upward and everyone kept asking me for it. And after doing several of them, and they didn't go as well as I'd hoped they would, simply because of the wait time of the material. I moved into getting my own machine and buying coils from Sheffield. So with NewTek and Sheffield, I've sped that process up 90 times faster. You know, rather than wait possibly 12 weeks, we're waiting 2 weeks max and rolling. I would say not only has it sped us up tremendously, it has helped us actually secure the jobs in a lot of aspects, because we were losing jobs because we couldn't get a quote on time. And I just never put two and two together that we were losing business because we didn't have the right partner. And now I feel like we are getting more business because everything goes so seamlessly. Our time savings by pushing our panels out the machine ourselves versus ordering pre-made panels, it takes our time down to, unbeatable. No one can touch us on time right now, and that's sometimes how you get a job. So we're getting jobs because of our speed too. I have been using Sheffield since the day I bought the NewTek machine. I did not know they were partners, funny enough, until maybe 6 months into the buying process, and I put two and two together. But we use Sheffield because it's efficient, positive, and easy. And I think that easy button is really what gave me a different outlook on metal. Before, when someone said they wanted metal, even though we were starting to get into it, it was because we knew what we were gonna have to deal with going to order it. And that was our biggest holdup. So once we got the NewTek, and now with our Sheffield rep and the office staff, we know we're gonna have an answer in less than 24 hours. Whereas if we send it to another place to get a quote, we're waiting 2 weeks on a quote sometimes. And that just doesn't work in this industry very well. It moves too fast. Our world moves so fast these days that everybody wants instant gratification, us too. So by putting it in our own hands and taking control of it, we have eliminated the middleman aspect of it and put it to where these customers that are far along on a project and can't afford to wait 10 weeks, then they're gonna use us because they know we will be there in time to get it done on their timeline. Sheffield Technical Support has been a very good partner of ours, and we've used them on numerous occasions. For example, when we are working on a general contractor's project that has an architect spec'd product, they help us put the paperwork in place to make sure that we have what the architect needs to approve that job. And we've done some weather-tight warranties with Sheffield. It was very seamless to figure all of the aspects of that out. They feel complicated if you just read it, but one call to support and we had it figured out very easily. My onboarding and training with NewTek and Sheffield has been above and beyond. Everything that I had questions for was answered, either through my onboarding or with one phone call, which I think is important for having a NewTek. And then if you have a coil question, it's the same thing. I've never called Sheffield where they didn't answer immediately or call me back in less than 5 minutes. They help us safeguard ourselves and make sure we're buying the right material and right material size. All the questions that we may forget to answer ourselves before we put in an order, it is asked for us. What profile are you using? What's your stretch out? Why is it that? So it's been excellent. I've never waited more than a week and a half for an order. It's been very seamless. Andre, our rep, has been extremely supportive.
Yeah, no, that one's beautiful. I took some pictures on the
Credit where it's due. I think Riley Hayes has really identified the need for being able to control your own fabrication, utilizing the strategic use of our new tech machines and our testing and engineering has kind of given him that opportunity to blossom. Contractors like Riley Hayes are the backbone of what Sheffield partners with. The culture here is fantastic and they do fantastic work. They're very proud of what they do and I'm really proud to be partnered with them.
My experience with Sheffield Metals is extremely positive. I couldn't think of a better partner in this industry. From the office staff to the technical staff, I just feel supported. And I feel there's so much help there. You never feel like you're on an island. Someone's always willing to help you. And we say every day, if every partner could be as great as Sheffield and NewTek, we wouldn't have to deal with so much stuff every day because it's all taken care of. The reason that I love using Sheffield is they talk to NewTek as well. It's such a symbiotic relationship. I buy from them, but they treat me very, very well. And they treat all my employees extremely well. Everyone that works with us always says how complimentary they are about Sheffield. I would highly recommend Sheffield Metals. There's no greater partner in the metal industry for us. So utilize them if you can. Giving a shout out to NewTek Machinery and Sheffield Metals, and I think they are both great companies. Use them if you can. Shout out to Riley Hayes Roofing. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook. Have a good day.